Hi, y'all. Of course, I didn't get up early enough to actually eat breakfast. But I'm here. Also, I was listening to Gangsta Boo by Ice Spice. I had to finish the song first. Oh, I should have woke up earlier. No, I should have went to sleep early. That's what I should have done. But as the title suggests, there's so much drama on top of drama on top of drama. Luckily, never mind. I was going to say, luckily, none of it pertains to the beauty space, but it literally the first one does. Forgot. Ugh. Also, I'm like stressed about stuff, not the drama stuff, because girl, that obviously ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just a consumer in this. Just a consumer. Girl, I ain't part of any of it, basically. But what I'm playing is I'm stressed out about stuff, and all this drama stuff was a nice distraction. Not nice. It actually was a stressful distraction. Oh, it's too much. Anyways, I'm gonna put my makeup on. I'm not gonna do a lot today, cause well, in terms of makeup, um, cause I just don't want to. I don't feel like putting on lashes. I want to do something cute, but I don't want to do the tinted foundation that I do. 'Cause, my God, if I could just stop talking. That's why you don't eat when your mouth is full. It takes a lot to finish this bar. Hold on. Oh, that tastes so good. Yeah, but yeah, I don't want to do a lot today in terms of all this. Also, what am I gonna do? Oh, I might go to the movies afterwards. I don't have to watch clothes 'cause I watched clothes yesterday. Oh my gosh, I got off early enough so I could like watch clothes and just be done with it. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go watch a movie. Actually, last week I went to the movies for the first time by myself. Like I've never been by myself. It was nice, but like, tell me why I went because I watched. I need to do my hair too. I don't know when I'm gonna wash my hair. Oh man, but I watched "Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret." It's apparently it was a book written by Judy Blume, which I haven't read a lot of Judy Blume books when I was younger, but of course I've heard of Judy Blume. Also Kathy Bates was in it and Rachel McAdams was in it, so I was like, of course I'm gonna go ahead and watch it. It was cute. It was cute. Interesting, like concept of like having a topic about religion from the perspective of someone who's literally coming of age. It was interesting. So yeah, I watched that, and before the movie actually came on, there was a preview for this movie called The Book Club. It is about like I guess this woman who is 70. I don't know if she's younger than 70. I'm gonna say 70, but this woman who is 70 and she's getting married for the first time. So her and her friends they go to Italy for her bachelorette party. Um, her bachelor yeah that her bachelorette party and then they're like living life whatever blah blah blah. And I think one of the lines I can't remember it verbatim, but the one who was getting married said that she's scared. um and I think her friend was like, oh, you're so brave or whatever blah blah blah, and then the other one was like, I don't know how I'm gonna mess this up, but I can't wait to find out. I think that's a nice way to like look at life. It's like, I don't know how I'm gonna mess this up, but I cannot wait to find out. Which means like I might make a lot of mistakes, but it's okay. I still have to go through it. Whatever. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I'm probably gonna watch book club. It came out this week. All right. I'll talk about other stuff later, but let's get on to what's happening. Right now, I'm putting on sunscreen. I'm putting on the Supergoop one. I just don't feel like sitting here and rub it in. Eh, I don't feel like sitting here and like rubbing in my black girl sunscreen um SPF. I don't feel like doing that right now. Speaking of black girl sunscreen, I finally sent off the woo! I finally sent off the box of empty products from them. So like they have a recycling program where if you oh gosh, where you send like your empty products, they recycle them and then like you get a coupon. What is happening with my nose? Eyes. Boom. Done. I love how clear the stuff is. So yeah, so I actually put in that like request like months ago, and then I just never had time to go like drop it off, but I finally did. The coupon's 20% off. For the last time I tried to use it, it didn't work, and it's like I don't really care to be honest. I mean, like I would love a discount, but I don't really care. Oh, but did y'all see that? They came out with limited edition packaging. They came out with a Little Mermaid packaging, which is cute. Am I gonna get it? Probably not. I don't really care for the packaging. I just like the product that's inside. The foundation I'm gonna wear. I low key. Oh, my eye. I literally have 3 bottles of this one foundation. This used to be my holy grail go-to foundation. Quite literally, I remember repurchasing this foundation. I have 3 different shades. I have soft sable. I have 2 different shades. I have 2 of soft sable and one of classic tan. I know that I would go for soft sable when I was tanner, and it was like a great match. I'm not that like much lighter, but I think I'm gonna go with classic tan. Mind you, these are old, so I probably shouldn't be using these. Is that another one? Oh no, that's the. I mean, like I also could go for. I forgot that I got this when I did a little bit of training with Smashbox, but I got the Smashbox Halo Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer. I've used this like one time. No, I don't feel like looking glowy right now. Not today. Not today. You know, I think I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. Anyways, I keep saying anyways. Oh, this is like done. Oh my gosh, I finally finished this. And there's a tiniest bit left, but you know what? It's done with. I missed the trash can. I've been finishing products and I've been feeling really good about it because like I'm trying not to buy as much stuff right now. Um, I would give y'all a haul because like my Shop Miss A order came in, but like I already put that stuff away. And also I bought 2 things from Ulta recently. Actually, I returned the things. I returned the LA Girl eyeshadow primer. What else did I return? It's literally in my phone. Also, I'm low key thinking about. Hold on. Oh, the gorgeous hair event. The gorgeous hair of it. Is there anything I want? I think there's only one. The Creole Essence. I think that's the only one. Okay, so I returned the LA Girl eyeshadow primer. The literally last week I bought a minted lip liner in the shade Night because that's one of the 3 shades I wanted to get. It was the darkest one. I came home and I tried it out. No, it just wasn't like it looked just like a little bit. It was like a little bit red and also a little bit light. So I was like, no, I'm not. I don't want that. So I returned that in the same week, and I also returned the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I'm so sad I had to return that one because, like, I really wanted to like that concealer. Oh my god. I really wanted to like it, but it just didn't like me. Or maybe the way I was putting my makeup on, it just wasn't, like, working. I don't know. Um, one day one day I might buy it again. I'll buy the small size again, but one day I'll buy it again and, like, test it out again, or, like, buy the full size and keep not the full size, buy the mini size and keep it and just, like, use it up completely to see how I actually feel about it, but I just returned it. It was okay. But I returned it and then I bought, like, 2 serums, because 'cause I'm, like, close to running out with one of them, and then the other one so I bought the first serum I got was the, Good Molecules Daily Brightening Serum. I really like that. I'm almost done with the one that I have. I shouldn't have not worn this shirt because I don't know how I end up with striped shirts and I hate stripes. Anyways, but I bought the Good Molecules Serum because I was almost done with that. And then the salicylic acid that I'm using right now is from La Roche-Posay, but I really, really like the Dermalogica, like, clearing serum, and that one is pricey, but we had an extra employee discount, so it made it a little bit cheaper, um, and since I returned the things, it made it a little bit cheaper, so I only bought those 2 serums. But anyways, I was gonna say that I am debating on returning this perfume because like, I wore it a couple times, and this scent just does not last. Like, it smells good, it just doesn't last. Like, with or maybe it's because for me, like, this lasts, but I also do spray a lot on, but, like, it's at the point where, like, it could be hours later, and I could just turn my head, and then I could just smell it just, like, radiating off of me, like, I can smell this, it smells so good, but this one, after, like, 2 hours, I don't smell this. I'm like, "What?" So I'm debating on returning this, but I got so many points from this. I'm so serious. I had so many points from this. Still low key being reckless with getting my bonus points. I don't hate it though. I don't know. Anyways, can we get on with the actual topic? Where's where'd my palette go? Hold on. What the heck? It was literally here yesterday. Um okay, I guess we go old school. I'm using the back of my hand. Oh, okay. These are like this is one thing that I got from Shop Miss A. This is a pair of lashes. They're 3D foam ink lashes in the style jean. They're cute. And I wore them and they hit my glasses, and I don't like that. They're pretty, but they hit my glasses, so I definitely would not get those again. Anyways, can we actually get on to the topic? It's been 13 minutes and I haven't even talked about what this is literally titled. Also, happy Mother's Day if you're a mom. Anyways, drama on top of drama on top of drama. It's a hot mess. Some of it is a little bit more recent, some of it is a little bit older because like I kind of like actively avoided it or whatever. But the first thing I wanted to talk about is Tarte. I didn't put on any primer. Apparently, this is supposed to also be a makeup primer, but I got oily skin and I low-key don't trust it, so I'm gonna put on another primer. Um, so if you are like actively in the beauty space, you would have heard about what is going on with Tarte and Bria Jones, which is interesting because I found Bria Jones like when did I first? I want to say at some point last year. You know what? Yeah, last year, and it was before she. Oh my gosh, my magic number for like whenever I watch somebody for a long time and they finally blow up is like, oh, I watched them before, like when they were at 30K. Ooh, sorry. which is like not always necessarily true. It's just that I like quite literally don't remember when I first watched them. There's only one person that is true with, and that's Captain Sauce. He has like over 2 million subscribers now, but I found him when he was at like 30K. I remember that for sure. But Bria Jones, I remember I found her before she hit 100 for sure. Because I remember when she did hit 100 or was hitting close to 100, I kept texting Tatianna to her like, "Oh my gosh, she's about to hit 100K." Anyways, so I never really seen her much as a makeup creator. Let's hope hope this this is classic tan. Okay, well, let's hope this works. I mean, hold on. Oh, you know what? Oh, it should be fine. It's fine. I keep forgetting that my face is lighter than the rest of my body. So like whenever I put on foundation, and I forgot to spread my face, whenever I put on foundation, it of course looks a little bit crazier, but also like I'll be doing highlight and all that stuff, so it's fine. Um, but yeah, so what happened was that how I found about it was like, oh, Bria Jones like posted something about Tarte being unfair um with like certain creators and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to watch this because first off, I don't care for Tarte. Like I don't care for that their products or anything or whatever. But like I like Bria Jones, so I was like, fine, whatever. And then like a lot of people started talking about it. I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and let me just see what's going on. So I know, ooh, this looks that don't look good at all on camera. We'll fix it. It's fine. We'll fix it. So Bria Jones posted a TikTok. I didn't watch the TikTok. I did watch like the main beginning part of all of this from like one of those T channels, which I remember I used to watch T channels. I don't do that anymore. It's like it's annoying. But I wanted a quick recap on everything. Okay, like what has happened so far. So she posted on TikTok like this emotional like video, well kind of I guess emotional video. I mean she was like kind of crying in it, saying how mind you, this is all first world problems. So let's keep that in mind. It's all first world problems, but it is something, unfortunately, that a lot of Black and POC creators have to deal with. Anyways, so she posted a video saying how she was supposed to be going on a trip with Tarte, a brand trip with Tarte. This looks not good. In terms of shade, this does not look good at all. Once again, we'll fix it. I can't be lighter than a classic tan. That's crazy. Maybe that this just means you need to get a tan. Go outside. Um, she was supposed to be going on a brand trip with Tarte, and she was supposed to be going to Miami, right? They was supposed to go to Miami and see like the F1 races. Um, and in the email, I guess she said that was sent to her. It said that she was going to be there for the main race, which was going to happen on May 7th. But then when she looked at her tickets, she found out that she was leaving on the 6th, the day before the main race. And then she thought that was kind of odd. So then she asked her like other friends who are also going on the trip, like what day they're leaving, and they were going to leave that following Monday, which I guess was May 8th or something like that, or 9th. So basically, she was going to be excluded out of the main race. And she was super upset about that, and how she was being treated differently and stuff like that, and how she was told in the email that she was going to be there for the main race. And yeah, she just got really upset. And then everyone was like, you know, going after Tart, like, girl, what's going on? Um, but then also she did mention something that happened with another creator on a Tart brand trip. So before this brand trip, also Bria Jones has went on a brand trip with Tarte. Like they took her to the Taylor Swift concert. This foundation does not look good. Sorry. Like the shade looks so bad. Oh, we're gonna have to whip out the light concealer. Oh my goodness. Okay. How's this concealer gonna look? But yeah, she mentioned, oh yeah, okay. Let's take this concealer and I'm gonna like kind of put this all over my face. Thank you. Let's blend it out right here real quick. But I'm gonna put this all over my face. Yeah, it does like a little bit. But she mentioned this other creator. I don't remember her name. So I'm very sorry about that. But this other creator, she is plus size. She is darker skin, but she's also from South Africa, I think. I don't exactly remember what she said when she was telling her story. But this other creator was invited to the brand trip where influencers were invited to Coke Caicos, I believe. I believe. Um, and this creator said she got like one of the smallest rooms, but she said that she was okay with it. She was just happy to be there. And Tarte gave her like a whole bunch of stuff, blah blah blah. And then Tarte was doing like this season TV show ish type of deal when it came to their influencers or whatever. So she was there for season one, but she wasn't there for season two or whatever. And she thought like, oh, everyone like it was just gonna be a whole new group of influencers for season two, right? Remember that part because we'll get back to that. Anyways, so she explained that like she was happy about her room and stuff until when she's in her bed later that night editing, and then she sees all the influencers who are on the trip either got big old massive rooms or some of them got like their own private villas. And she felt some type of way. Like, I mean, like, let's be honest, a lot of us will say, like, oh, that wouldn't phase me, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, oh, was like, I feel like that could phase anybody. So, she said she started comparing herself and blah, blah, blah. She said she really didn't want to do that, but it just stop doing that. What up 23%? I don't care. So, oh, oh yeah, I'm using this Urban Decay All Nighter to, mix in with the concealer and foundation. I don't like this setting spray, to be honest. I think it's a huge, to me, as much as I love Urban Decay and their Power Potion, I feel like that setting spray is overhyped and it's a waste of money. You're better off literally getting a $6 setting spray. Anyways, um, so yeah, so she felt some type of way when she saw other people's villas. Anyways, time goes on and she feels all right about it. She's like, okay, whatever, I'm here, blah blah blah. So she left after season one, but then when she gets home, she sees that some influencers from season one also got to stay and be a part of season two. Also made her feel another certain way. Now there were some black influencers that got to stay um for season two and stuff. And then she said like she understands that she has a smaller following and stuff like that. But she just wished that, everyone was treated fairly. Like either everybody from season one is a part of season two, or everybody who was in season one goes home. Just like make it fair because it didn't seem like it was, fair or whatever. So the CEO, what's her name? Maureen from Tarte. She had to come out and, talk about that situation when it came to the Turks and Caicos situation. So she talked about that, and she was saying how like not all the rooms could have been the same, which is like I get that. Where's that brush? Because I did not want my sponges and I don't feel like it. Oh, we'll just use this one. Oh, I think the other brush is drying. Dang it. Um, so she was explaining that, and I don't know. She was explaining some other stuff. I'm just like, okay, Maury. Oh, see, this is how you know that this foundation is a little too dark because I use this as a corrector shade, and this is usually orange, like an orange-ish shade on me. Now it's looking like skin toned. It's looking light-ish. There's a high chance I will be taking my makeup off before I leave. um, I mean, it wouldn't be a problem because I said I didn't want to do a lot anyways. So I ain't probably not gonna do much. So Maureen talked about that. Anyways, back to Bria Jones. So Bria Jones, she mentioned that situation. She was like, she's just tired of, Black and POC creators not being treated equally when it comes to, like brand trips and whatnot. Like we always get the short end of the stick. So yeah, that happened. People went after Tarte. And then Maureen explained that situation, which that one I remember because I have thoughts on that one. So Maureen said that she invited a lot of people because she said she likes having a lot of people. So also, I think she said that about the first situation also that she invited a lot of people because she likes being around a bunch of people. Um, so she wanted everybody who was invited to the F1 races to have like the same experience. So how the races work, I'm not a fan of F1 races because I don't know nothing about that. But she said how it works is that there's actually not just one race, but there's three or four races. So I'm gonna say three, but it may be four races. Um, so there is the qualifier, which I guess is the first. No, there's the practice where it's like, they're practicing the race and stuff like that. Then there's the qualifier, don't know what that means, but once again, they're racing. And then there's the main event, which obviously they're racing, right? And the main event was happening on May 7th, right? So, what I concealer? Oh, okay. So, Maureen said she wanted to give everybody the same experience. I'm going to be going ham on this concealer since this is lighter than me. This is a like not a super lighter concealer, but it's light enough where it's like, girl, we gotta fix all of this. And I usually don't like, yeah, cause we's going in, we's going in. Got to be careful though. So so she said that how her and her team set it up was everyone was going to come on, not going to be there for like the entire time, but how it was set up was everyone was going to have be able to watch a race, go to a really nice dinner, and then go clubbing. It was just going to be like split up. Um, so yeah. So, but Bria Jones said that she was told that she was going to be there. She was going to be there for the main event and not like the practice, And I forgot what else Maureen said, but oh, okay. There's an ad that's about to play in about 47 seconds. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out, let that play, and I'll just stop talking for like a little bit. And I'm sorry this doesn't sound super good size. I'm going off of memory here, and once again, there's other drama. Some of them that are just like dumb and petty, and some of them that are like serious. That I want to talk about. So yeah, is this looking better? Not really. Oh, some water. Oh, I should have done a patch test. I can't be lighter than classic tan. Or maybe just classic tan is just too warm. The shade is fine. It's just that it's just too warm. So that's probably what it is. You know what? If I actually had the LA Girl mixing pigments, which I've actually been trying to get those for a minute. Those mixing pigments have been out for years, but for some reason everybody wants them now. I mean, it hasn't gone like super super viral, but it's like I'm noticing that like, oh, they're kind of like sold out. Like, why? Why? But if I had that blue mixing pigment, I could have just mixed it with this foundation. Would have been great. Been great. But yeah, I've been trying to get the blue one and the white one because blue neutralizes or makes like warmer foundations more neutral, and then the white one just lightens the shade. So I think that's kind of like what I really need instead of having like a bunch of droppers of different foundations and different shades and playing chemist. I mean, like with the mixing pigments, I'm also playing chemist, but it's like, all right, let's just something where it could just be like universal. Anyways, let's go back to the topic. So, Maureen was saying that like all that was probably just like a misunderstanding on I don't know whose part, whatever, blah blah blah. Anyways, more people are talking about it. A lot of people are like saying like influencers, and people keep pointing at Jackie Ina and Alyssa's Ashley and saying that there's influencers in the past that told y'all about Tarte a long time ago, and y'all didn't want to listen. And then when they came back doing brand trips, now everybody's jumping on, doing brand trips and whatever, blah blah blah. Don't want to wear that? No, I don't. I don't know what I'm going to wear on the lips today. Oh, we're going to get into the interesting part soon. So, after a while, I don't know how long, Bria Jones, she posted another TikTok and saying how she talked to Maureen because Maureen said that she wants to talk to Bria because like she doesn't want anyone to feel hurt or anything, blah blah blah. Um she wants to talk to more like she talked to Maureen. It was a big misunderstanding. Um and some other stuff, but then she's taking a break from social media. Her response was kind of like it was kind of odd. It seemed scripted, basically. Well, that's what people were saying. Um, it seemed very scripted. That Tarte, people are assuming that Tarte threatened legal action against her, um, and that Bria's lawyers probably like wrote up that response and stuff like that, and just had her, leave or just take a break from social media for a bit. Blah blah blah. Not sure. Don't know. Um, Girl, stop. So yeah. So then, I don't know. No, this was a part of the Bria Jones thing. So, there was this one influencer. I've never seen her, never heard of her, or whatever. Now, I don't know how to say her name properly, but it's spelled like Nike, Nike, but it has a accent or what's it called? A thing on top of the E, and I don't remember how her name is said, but I think her like username is Specs and Blazers. So I'm just gonna say Specs and Blazers because I don't want to say her name wrong, even though after I say this, you're gonna know how I feel about her, but I don't want to be disrespectful. Um, so Specs and Blazers, was it Specs and Blazers? It's Specs and Blazers, and then there was two other influencers that after the whole Bria situation, they ended up going to Miami, and Tart, like, I guess invited them after this. One of them, Specs and Blazers, she does makeup, but the other two does it. The other one I don't know who she is, and the other one I know who she is and I can't remember her name. But she was the one who was like really obsessed with Jack Harlow, and she got to meet Jack Harlow one day. I remember that, and I was like really happy for her. But now after this, I'm like, get out my face. Um, so they got invited to Miami with Tarte and stuff like that, and Tarte put them in like the Marriott. I don't know where they put their other influencers, but they put them in like a shared room, literally double beds, and yeah, it's three of them in the Marriott. And then, mind you, all three of them are darker skinned black women. That kind of does play a role in this. And ooh, they were kind of like throwing shade at Bria for like this whole situation. And then, the I'll call her Jack Harlow fan because once again, not to be rude, I just quite literally don't remember her name. But the Jack Harlow fan, she posted a video saying how like y'all mad at me for going to Tarte and stuff like that. This is my first brand trip and y'all ruining it, saying like I don't something, I don't know. Um whatever, basically saying how like people are ruining her brand trip because of the whole situation, saying how like, oh, she doesn't support like Bria and blah blah blah. Um And then it was this whole thing. It's like you have to watch it to like really get how I'm feeling. And it's like, okay, like I mean, like, okay, whatever. Anyway, so Specs and Blazers, after the whole situation, oh well, after the whole trip, she gives her opinion and thoughts and what she has to say about everything. Thank you, Eloho, first off, for like making this video, because that's where I actually found out about like this last part was from her video. Other than that, I wouldn't have known about this. Also, I wouldn't have not looked for Specs and Blazer stuff anyways. I wouldn't have looked for it. So she's saying how she watched the whole Tarte thing go down, and how she knows, like, because she's been working in the industry for like 14 years. She knows a bunch of brands like teams and stuff. So, and she said that brands really ride for her. Like, there's this one, she said there was one influencer trying to like bring down a brand. And I guess that brand came to Specs and Blazers. It was like, if you don't like her, then she's off. We're going to end that relationship with her or something. I don't know. I'm just like, what? Okay, it's starting to look better. It's starting to look better. I am going to put on my Maybelline powder so it could lighten it up a bit. I may, because I use a shade 25 under my eyes. I low-key might put 25 all over the face just to help tone this down. So anyway, so she was saying that, but she said that like when all this was happening, she was really thinking about, the Tarte team because they've always been so nice to her or whatever. And she decided to call someone on the team and ask if they were okay and stuff like that because she watched everything. And then she said that like they immediately asked her, "Can you come to Miami? Like just come to Miami." So they invited her to Miami to, I guess, be a part of this or whatever. And And then Specs and Blazers, to me, she just goes into her like villain arc. Like that's all. Like watching this, I only thought villain arc. That's it. And like, look, I don't mind a villain arc. I really don't. I don't mind a villain, but like, it's when like a villain is doing good, which that don't make sense. I mean that in real life because in movies, of course, villains don't do good most of the time. But in real life, you could be a villain, but a villain to do good. Anyways, don't worry. That don't make sense, but don't worry about it. It don't need to make sense. It's my channel. It don't have to make sense. Um, so she goes into saying how she was in retirement, like in the last 6 months. She hasn't been posting, but she's been working and making more money off of, I don't know, or something. I don't know. But she said like she first off, this didn't make no sense, but she was saying how like you can't like just start calling out brands in the middle of your social media career and expect like nothing bad to happen. You can't just start calling out brands. Like I started off my brand calling out brands, so that is my brand, is to call out brands. So I guess she was assuming that Bria was starting to call out brands as like part of her branding. No, she wasn't. She was just explaining a situation where she was hurt and just actually speaking out. I just put on some lip oil. I keep forgetting to do that before I put on my makeup. Um, oh, it smells good too. Um, but yeah, she was just explaining a situation that hurt her. She wasn't trying to call a brand as like a career move, okay? Um, and she was explaining, Specs and Blazers was explaining how like she was one of like the first black women in like most brand campaigns and stuff like that. And she explained like a situation where she looked around and she was like the only, either she was the only black woman or she was like the only like visible black woman or like the only dark skinned black woman. I don't exactly remember. And then right after like the meeting thing or whatever, she talked to somebody and said that like to someone on the team is saying like how like you notice how I'm like one of the only black women or whatever at this table. Um, like you need me more than I need you. So she basically wanted to get paid whatever the top white creator is getting paid and double it. And I guess they did it. I mean, like, good for you. Do that. That's like good for you. I don't hate that. But when she goes into like the rest of her villainous speech, um, she said that now she's coming out of retirement and it's clear that like the beauty industry needs her and stuff like that. And she said she said that whatever she wants, she will get from brands and she will get from you as in other influencers. If there's a contract that she wants, she'll take it. If it's in your hand, she'll take it. Um, and some other stuff. I'm like, what? And she was also doing her makeup while doing this, and the comments were kind of funny because like people were kind of ragging on her makeup, like the makeup industry needs you, but you look like this. In terms of her makeup, not her actual whatever. Um, and someone said another funny comment, which was ask her what her foundation shade and Tarte is. That's kind of funny because it's like, girl, they don't even have your foundation shade, and you riding that hard for them. Anyways, yeah, that's kind of that one. Yeah, that's kind of that situation. Listen, like we learned a long time ago that Tarte really just isn't all that inclusive. And they kind of like try to be inclusive. or whatever. But like also my main thing is Tart, like why are y'all having so many troubles with doing these brand trips? First off, what doesn't make sense was like the Dubai one apparently went off without a hitch. We ain't heard nothing about that one. Like it looks like everybody got wrong drawer. Everybody got like the same experience. Seemed like everyone was happy and stuff like that. So it was like that. It seemed like that one went off without a hitch. But like, and also I guess the Taylor Swift one. But why is it now these other two? It's like I don't know. Y'all having troubles like giving everyone like my thing is either everyone has the same experience or like you okay, so you invite everybody and then you pay a bunch of money to be able for everyone to have the same experience, or you invite a lot less people to have that same experience. Like if it's really like a finance thing, just invite a lot less people. Stop trying to invite 30, 40, 50 people on these brand trips if it's really going to be that hard. Like, and the whole F1 racing thing, like, once again, I don't even know about F1 racing, but like from a consumer's standpoint, it kind of would be exciting and better kind of for social media if I'm there for the main event, not for like the practice or the qualifier, for the main event. Sure, my audience probably doesn't even care about F1 racing. Girl, I don't care about F1 racing. But if I'm there for the main event, that will look good, you know? So it's like y'all could have easily. Oh, and also Maureen said that she didn't realize that a lot of people would care to actually go to the main race. So they quickly bought a bunch of tickets for whoever wants to go to the main race could go. I don't know what else happened with that part. But it's like once again, it's like, girl, I think you know that most people do not care about F1 racing. And sorry to all the F1 racing fans. If any of y'all watch me, if you do, kind of want to know why. Um, but it's like, girl, like you know from a social media standpoint that if an influencer or a celebrity is there for any type of main event, that's like, oh, okay, she that girl, you know? Oh, I kind of want to get sushi again. I had sushi literally on Friday. Um, because I work by a Vons and the Vons does like $6 sushi on Fridays. So I kind of want to get sushi because I'm going to the movies and there's a sushi place like literally right there. Anyways, let's get back to the topic. So it's like, girl, you know that like no one truly really cares about F1 racing. Like, come on now, let's be for real. Um, See, the powdering did help a bit, but now I'm gonna be putting on like bronzer and blush, and hopefully that contrast is gonna help out as well. Woo, man. Um, and we're gonna do eyes. Once again, I'm not gonna do a lot on the eyes. I'm gonna put mascara on. I don't feel like putting on lashes. I kind of wanted to do wing eyeliner, but no. I woke up just not feeling it today. Anyways, so like with Specs and Blazers, she to me gave like I want to be the only black person in the room type vibe. That's the vibe to me that she gave. Now I could obviously be very, very wrong, but that's what like you could have easily said like, look, I'm gonna help y'all out on trying to figure out like how to navigate these brands and stuff like that. Also, she said that she read the contract about the whole tart thing that Bria, I guess, was supposed to get, and she said that she's surprised that like she said that Bria better hope that she doesn't get sued by Tart, I guess. But like, yeah, instead of her being like, "Hey, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna teach y'all how to navigate this and stuff like that," She was like, "Nope, I'm gonna get it. Like, it's gonna be mine. Like, it's gonna be mine, and I'll take it out of your hands." Like, girl, first off, I'm probably gonna go on her TikTok and like block her because I don't want to see anything from her. Like, I don't. Like, no. After that, girl, no. I don't need anything here, right? I'm good. So yeah, that part was very uncomfortable. But like the whole tart thing, like I kind of get what people were saying on like because there was also like a non-black, non-POC, well, a non-black creator was saying how like people are, I guess, in a way being ungrateful about like the whole trip and whatever. Like she said that she literally, her room was literally in the basement, which, like, to be honest, he would be over exaggerating. I don't know if her room was in the basement. Heck, her room probably was in the basement. I don't know, but like, we be over exaggerating. And I say we because I be over exaggerating too sometimes as well. But whatever. She said her room was like literally in the basement, but she was so happy to be there. And she said like the rooms kind of didn't matter because they did most of their activities outside of the rooms anyway. So it's like the rooms don't matter. Um, which once again, like that first influencer about the tart room, like she was happy to be there. Um, but then also a lot of people noticed that like that influencer um because like the trips are like they're fun trips, but they are like work trips as well. Like you have to network, you still have to like post and stuff like that. Well, that influencer, she was like really plugging her like link to like give tart business and stuff like that, and of course it helps her out too and stuff like that. But it's like a lot of other influencers weren't doing that. And Bria mentioned how like it sucks that we influencers, especially black influencers, have to work twice as hard to get half of what like non white influencers get. Let's just say that. Um so yeah, it was a whole thing. I hope Bria, sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my eyes. I hope Bria, I kind of just want to put bronzer in my eyes, I think. I might just do that. Might just put bronzer on my eyes. But I hope Bria is taking the time that she needs. As much as I don't care for Tart, it seems like she cares for Tart, and I hope this relationship doesn't like, or this situation doesn't like tarnish like that relationship. I mean, if she really cares about the brand and likes working with the brand, like I said, she went on the brand trip with them before. They took her to the Taylor Swift concert. So I mean, like, yeah, that's cool and all. Um, Maybe this wasn't the right bronzer to use because this is a bronzer, like especially this lighter one. Because I use Beach Bum from. Hi! I use Beach Bum from Minton. And this one I use specifically because like I have to build it up in order to get that shade. I don't know. Maybe it just looks different on the eyes than it does like um on the actual face. I don't know. Maybe it does. Oh, I remember I had one of my best eyeshadow days when I did not use eyeshadow. I used a bronzer and a highlighter. That it was it. And like I did it real quick too. And then like I was at Tatiana's house and she looked at it. She was like, "Your eye makeup looks really good." I was like, "Thanks." It's literally bronzer and highlighter, no eyeshadow. I don't know who said. Oh, I think it was Johnny Ross on his podcast, Beautiful and Bothered, was saying how like you could spend like hours on your makeup and it could be one of your worst makeup days. But if you do your makeup real quick, it could be one of your best makeup days, and it's kind of irritating, which it is. Um, it doesn't happen all the time, but it do be it. It McDo. Sometimes you don't think it McDoes, but it McDo. Um, oh, where's that Polaroid? So I had to take a picture at work a couple days ago, and my one of my managers, she used a Polaroid, and we had to take it twice. So she gave me like the first one that was kind of bad. Surprisingly, I did my makeup that day in an hour. I was shocked. I was like, wow. Now it wasn't like the best, but I had on a red lip, and that takes time. Well, not really, because I just did a red lip liner and like just put the lip on. I didn't do like the whole like concealer thing because I was running low on time. Anyways, go back to the actual drama. But yeah, I hope it doesn't really tarnish that relationship if she wants to continue that relationship. I mean, will I be buying from Tarte? No, I never bought from Tarte before, so it was like, why should I start now? Um, and of course, people were saying like, everyone's blowing this out of proportion. First off, it's a first world problem, and then like, why is everybody making it about race? It's a whole bunch of things. Anyways, what do y'all think about it? If y'all have any thoughts, um, yeah, I don't care for Tarte. I was never gonna buy their stuff. Anyways, um, oh, I mean, if I do get their stuff for free from gratis, then I mean, like, I guess I'll either use it or I'll like give it away. But oh my gosh, okay, but it's not a big deal, to me. If I, yeah, no, I don't care. Um, what else was I gonna say? I don't know. Okay, let's try to get on to the next drama because I'm kind of tired to talk about this one. What was the next one? Oh, girl, Illuminati. Not the Illuminati, but the creator Illuminati. I don't know how to spell the middle part of it, and the rest I. Now that one is pretty new. Now it didn't happen recently, but everything came out recently. Um, so Illuminati is this creator that makes videos about MLMs and companies that have bad business practices or whatever, blah blah blah. And she got really big off of that, right? So I've watched like a few of her videos in the past. I was surprised I was not subscribed to her because apparently I wasn't. Um, but I haven't been watching her stuff recently because it's like at some point I get tired of hearing it. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't like MLMs. Like I don't like MLMs, but sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, can you talk about something else? Like, but like that's what her channel's all built off of. But it's just like it's something I just don't want to constantly keep hearing, me personally. So yeah, I haven't watched her stuff as of recent. Um, but I kept like hearing or like seeing things about like Illuminati got exposed and blah 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 and blah 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 blah. And then I kept hearing like kind of bits and pieces. And the only thing that like caught my attention and like I was like, wait, what? Was like um Illuminati accused someone of being a I can't say the actual word, so we're gonna modify it because still want to be monetizable on this channel, but being a PDF file. She accused someone of being a PDF file. If you know what I'm talking about, then you get it. So I was like, ooh, okay, well that's pretty serious. I don't know what's going on there. So I was like, okay, well, you know what, y'all just got to figure that out because I kind of am not gonna like go too deep into that or like watch all that stuff like that. And then I got a video recommended of like this creator named Wonderstruck, and his video was an hour and 20 minutes long. Also, there's about to be ad coming in a minute, but his video was an hour and 20 minutes long, and I started watching a little bit of it, and I was like, hold up, I need to go back to the beginning, and I was like, where did this even start from? So I watched this video from I think the channel name is Too Dark Tom, and he like basically summed up the whole beginning of it because this started on Twitter. So Illuminati went on Twitter and she accused Legal Eagle, it's a YouTube channel, this lawyer, he has a YouTube channel and talks about law things. Legal Eagle, not he, but she accused his creator from stealing or plagiarizing a certain editing style or graphic or something like that. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, she accused his like editing team of, you know, stealing that. So, okay. So, of course, Legal Eagle came out and like explained the situation because he talked to the editor and blah 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 blah. Explained like the whole thing and that it was a whole misunderstanding and stuff like that. And oh, also her name is Blair, but her YouTube channel is Illuminati. So we're just gonna go with Blair. So Blair, she actually deleted the tweet and she apologized to Illegal Eagle privately, and then it was like, okay, cool, done with that, right? Well, apparently that event sparked a much bigger discussion. So a lot of people were saying like, yeah, this is what Blair does. She goes around and she like blames people for stuff that like either never happened or that was a huge misunderstanding, and like people were like, she's gonna delete the tweet and apologize privately, but she keeps doing this and she keeps doing other things and she thinks it makes it right and stuff. And it's like, wait, what? It sparked like this whole thing. And then the topic of this YouTube channel called Sad Milk with Blair and a few other like influencers or not influencers, but like her friends, which consisted of her, Wonderstruck, OT, which I believe is one topic, and Oz Media, and I think maybe a couple other people. I don't know. So oh, and the Click. So yeah, people are coming out saying all kinds of stuff, and I guess like a few of those people came out and said some stuff, and then Blair, she came out with the whole video literally called Illuminati Exposed. And she talks about the Legal Eagle thing literally for like 3-4 minutes. The whole video is 42 minutes long. She talks about the Legal Eagle thing at the beginning for about 3-4 minutes. And then the rest of the video was a lot. She talked about, she singled out like all the people that were in the Sad Milk group, um, saying all the bad things that they did, and also talked about the situation of the Click accusing him of being a PDF file. I'm making sure I say that right and I'm enunciating so I don't say it wrong. So being a PDF file. Um and especially to him in like that section, she was like, I truly regret being friends with you and I regret helping you get your channel reinstated. I'm like, dang, okay. And then she talked about Wonder and also about his mental health, and then also she showed his potential unalive note, and it's like, girl, you really put that out there on the internet? Uh yeah. Um and a whole bunch of other stuff. It was like a lot. It was her basically apologizing to them of her being a good person because she shouldn't have been good to them because of stuff. I'm like, okay. So then I watched the Clicks video. I didn't realize I watched some of his stuff before. And I'm like, oh, he's alright. Um, so I watched his video and he explained the situation. Um, and how like Blair is twisting the whole thing and stuff like that. But the Click, he lives in another country, and Blair actually does talk about this in Sad Milk, saying how like there was a whole scheduling thing, and like how people had to write down when they were free and in certain time zones because not everyone lives in America. And there was it was a part of the whole payment structure as well, like being independent contractors, blah blah blah. It was a whole thing. I just Why are you shaking? Oh, this pencil must be broke on the inside. So yeah, when she brought up that situation, so apparently in the click's Discord chat, there was a guy in there kind of like bragging about him being 19 and being in a relationship with a 13-year-old and saying that his therapist said it was okay as long as he doesn't touch her. And I'm like, okay, I kind of got like that part kind of like got in the back burner because then someone else in the Discord was like posting explicit videos when there's like minors in the Discord chat and stuff. And then Blair was basically upset because the clique didn't do something immediately about it. Um, well, the clique said that, like, well, when all this was happening, it was 2 in the morning and I was asleep. This happened at 2 in the morning, and then I guess one of his mods like kicked the guy out of the Discord like about 14 minutes later. So something happened pretty quick. He did say that like there was some hesitation from some mods, and he had a conversation with them because there shouldn't have been hesitation with that situation. But like um it was handled pretty quickly, and also the clique was not awake for any of it. And then Blair said that she contacted the clique immediately about it to see what was going on, and he didn't do anything. But the clique said, like, and showed because he had, like, timestamps that, like, she didn't really contact me until like about 14 hours later, after the situation was handled with. Um, and of course, they went into like deeper investigation, of course, of what happened. And of course, like the clique wanted that guy, like, he wants to make sure he's gone. He wants to wants to comb through everything and stuff like that. And Blair tried to say that, I don't remember if it was Oz or if it was OT. Um, like somebody compiled all the evidence that happened in that discourse, so they unfortunately had to get the pictures that were also posted on there and put it in somewhere for all evidence or whatever. And then one of them looked at it, saw one picture, and he was like, I went out, like I completely went out of it. I saw one picture and I don't want to see no more. Um, but Blair tried to frame that as like, that person saw, the pictures and was just like absolutely disgusted the fact that like the clique would let this happen in his Discord. And also the clique did explain that like he has a huge Discord. I think he said there's like 44,000 people in that Discord. And like unfortunately, it's not to say to excuse like what happened, but unfortunately, this does happen. It's not a click Discord server problem, it's a Discord problem. Which I don't even think that's only a Discord problem. That's an internet problem. Like that happens. And once again, that's not to excuse it or to be like, well, it's gonna happen. It's more like you're kind of painting him like as being a bad guy when like this quite literally could have happened in your Discord server, Blair. Like this could have easily happened because like people are disgusting and like they will do some stuff like that. Um yeah, and then like Blair also brought up the fact that like the clique has also said some slurs in the past and stuff like that. Like the clique's been making YouTube videos for a long time, and I guess when he was like 11, he would use like the N word. Um, this is not to excuse him, but he is also someone who is from a different country. So like he would use the N word, also like the R word, but also he recently said that recently, like in the last few years, he found out the severity of the R word, and he's like stopped saying it. The N word, he stopped saying that like a long time ago. Once again, that is not to excuse him. Because okay. But like she's using evidence from like over a decade or like a decade ago to like make him like appear really bad. And even like because she was saying that like sometimes he would say the R word while they're gaming and stuff like that. And she felt uncomfortable, and other people felt uncomfortable. And then at some point, she said that she would never be friends with someone who uses that type of language. And then the click did point out, like, okay, well, if you wouldn't be friends with someone that uses that type of language, and you said you've heard me say it multiple times, why were you still my friend? Like, right, like, come on, let's kind of like make it make sense a little bit. Um, okay, putting on all that concealer and that powder helped a lot. I mean, like, we're still kind of like off like a tiny bit, but we look so much better. I have on quite a bit of makeup, I will say that. um, what did I do? I did my eyeliner. I was like, what did I just spend my time doing? So yeah, so he was basically trying to clear his name on that. And then in like kind of in the middle of his video, he like added an insert because obviously, if you make videos, like there's a whole completely day that you edit your stuff. So he said that while he was editing this video, he found out something else that like really like I guess disturbed him or like shocked him. So apparently there was this Twitter account called Doobie Schmertz. And that account has been like this like mind you, this whole like sad milk falling out thing, this happened in 2020. So like I said, like these events didn't happen recently. It just came out recently. So he said this account, Doobie Smirts, has been you know, like harassing him, harassing his team, and like harassing other people in sad milk during like that whole situation, and like years after the situation happened. Come to find out it was Blair the whole time. Now that shocked me. Blair made an alt account. If you don't know, alternate account, she made an alt account to like go after everybody and also to praise herself. And it's like you would think that like, nah, that's fake. No, because like he put in the video a screenshot of, I believe it was Oz. So Blair made an account, gave Oz, like, send him a screenshot, gave him the username, and then he straight up told her that, like, you need to stop. Well, he said it worse than that, but he was like, you need to stop. And then she was like, okay, yeah, I'll back off and stuff like that. But of course, she never did. And to further prove that, Oz actually commented on the Clicks video saying that, like, you, thanking the Click for making this video. And he said that you could clearly see my involvement, as in knowing about the alt account. And he apologizes for not doing more to try to stop her, because obviously he has seen the alt account and the activity from the alt account, but like he didn't do anything about it. Girl, where was you? You wasn't here the whole time. Um, and like he apologizes for just not doing anything. And it's like after the Click, he saw that, he was like, I'm gonna take a break. I think he's just I think he's gonna take a break from social media for a while, because finding out somebody who was like once your friend, finding out that they were behind a account that has been basically harassing you for years. Now that is just shocking. That is absolutely shocking. Um yeah. So yeah, that was a Clicks video. And then I watched Wonderstruck's video. Like I said, that was an hour and 20 minutes long. So he talked about sad milk. He talked about his life, and he talked about how, because Blair got him a car at one point, and then she took his car away because it was still under her name because he was paying her back or whatever. Okay, not only okay, here's how it happened. So Blair offered him a job. Blair gave him a place to stay, and Blair got him a car. And like, it's like that's nice for someone to do. But it's also like low key terrifying for the individual receiving all of that, because then it's like low key that person is like low key in charge of your life, but also it's like all of what you depend on is from one person, like your job, your car dealer, and your landlord is controlled by one person. So one thing, you could say one thing bad, and then they could just take all of that away. um Anyways, he also talked about his mental health, and he talked about the potential unalive note, and explained that situation, and that was heartbreaking. Like, a lot of parts in that video was pretty heartbreaking. Um Also, why would you post somebody's note on the internet? Why would you? Okay, um I think she was just really trying to paint herself as like the hero, you know. And then he explained the whole like well, the car situation happened before like the note. Um and like, because what Blair showed like in her video, how like the car, it had like trash in it. It was like dirty. Like there was like socks and boxers like kind of in the front seat on the floor. There was a huge crack in the windshield, and also the glove compartment box was kind of broken. And she was said that like since it was under her name, she was legally allowed to go get it back. Um, so she got it back. Mind you, they lived in Colorado, but he went to go like see his dad in Texas. So she went to Texas to go get the car. And it's like, okay. And then she would say how she contacted, him to say that she was getting a car. And he was like, no, she did it because like they did it in the middle of the night, um, when I was asleep. I don't know what's up with her and like waiting for people to go to sleep. And like, he said that, yeah, he showed her, like, she showed all that stuff. Like, sure, yeah, there's like some boxers and socks in there. It wasn't even that bad. And he said the glove compartment box, don't know how it happened. He opened it one day and just like the plastic part bit fell off. So it was like the claps thing is like kind of hanging off a little bit. And also the windshield one. First off, before he even said it, I was like, first off, her getting mad about the windshield part is very stupid because that could happen. There was a long crack in the windshield, and he said that when he was driving, an 18 wheeler passed him and a pebble hit it. Like, yeah, because that happens. That quite literally is nobody's fault because that does happen. Like, I don't know why she is pointing that out. Like, unfortunately, it was a really nice car too. It had red interior. Um, First off, why are you gonna get your friend a car that's that expensive? Like, don't you think about how like, okay, well, what if once they get the car, then they have to pay for the repairs, and they have to get all this stuff done. Do you think they could afford it? Anyways, whatever. That's like my own thing thinking about it. Um, So yeah, so she got the car back. Oh, and then also there was this whole dog situation. Now, when I listened to her talk about the dog situation, honestly, I was low key on her side because she made it sound like that Wonder was not a good dog parent. And then Wonder explained his side, and it's like Blair really twisted all of that whole situation to make it seem like he was a horrible dog parent. Um, Yeah, there was instance of like his dog biting her dog and making her dog bleed. Um, Also when his dog James, yeah, his dog's name is James. Her dog's name is Casper. Also James like getting out at night, and he was like out in the neighborhood at night. Uh, and also I guess Wonder letting his dog like be outside, but having her dog locked up in a room. No, not be outside, letting his dog roam around the house while her dog is locked up in the room. And also James pooping all over the place and stuff like that. And Wonder explained literally that entire situation. First, the whole bleeding thing. Her dog is a special needs dog, and her dog plays rough. Her dog likes to bite on ears, or like, nibble or bite on ears and stuff like that. And James is like a dog who is pretty like to himself or whatever, blah blah blah. So one day, I guess James snapped and bit the dog's ear, and he bled. And it's like, okay, that's like, you should have stopped your dog. You should have told your dog to stop, or try to train them to like don't bite, other dogs' ears and stuff like that. But that dogs were used to it because apparently there's another dog, and that's how they would play or something. I don't know, whole thing. Um, the whole like James being missing at night. Wonder explained that situation. Wonder was like trying to multitask, and James needed to go outside, so he let him outside, but then like he was helping I think Oz with some other stuff, and he forgot that James was outside and the whole thing. But like Blair said that she put James on, what is it called, next door or whatever, some neighborhood next door or something, I forgot. Um, and then she said that she got a call about where the dog was, but James was like, I don't know how she got a call when he was the one that got a call, and he was the one and like went and got James. And also apparently he did sleep, like Wonder slept outside hoping that like James would like come back or something. I don't know. Um I'm tired of talking. What time is it? And I'm tired of talking. What else? The whole pooping thing. So James has like a sensitive stomach, and he has to eat special dog food. But also at some point James got into something. He ate, oh, I think it was right after he found him. Um James must have ate something at night outside that he obviously wasn't supposed to. And then he had really bad diarrhea. So James pooped all up in Wonder's room. So Wonder was cleaning it. James went downstairs. He didn't know that James went downstairs, and James pooped all over the floor. I'm downstairs. So Oz and Blair came home, obviously upset because yeah. But Wonder said that he was asleep. He said was asleep, but he also was like talking to had Oz in this video and was talking to him, and Oz was like, "It's funny how both of you don't remember this correctly because he remembers. Like, you weren't asleep. You were upstairs. You were already cleaning the mess when me and Blair got home, and like we were obviously upset. But then when I saw that you were cleaning it, I helped you downstairs because we were both using the pet vacuum. Like, we were taking turns using the pet vacuum, um, and then Blair left to go do something. Um, no, I shouldn't be using this. I forgot I dropped this on the floor. Okay, you go over there. So what else happened? I explained all the situations, right? The poop thing, the blah blah blah. I'm not trying to go into too much detail because obviously it's like, if you want to watch it, you could just go watch the stories. Um, Also, especially the whole employment thing, because there's like a lot of stuff that happened with that, and how he was like fired and kind of like wrongfully fired and fired way before deadline, and it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. Yeah. Is there anything else with the dog situation? I don't remember. I feel like I need to get my eyebrows done, but it's okay. We're fine. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna be off of that topic. Anyways, that was a lot, and I did like Illuminati. I liked her videos and stuff like that. But like, this was a lot. And also, she is posting as if nothing happened. Like, she posted her video, and then she has posted as like nothing has happened. Um yeah. Yeah, and then also you go on her like her most recent videos, it's people just only talking about the situation. Like nobody is talking about whatever the video topic is. Heck, even I quite literally I don't even watch the video. I just go straight to the comments because people are talking about the situation, saying how like Blair, you're not gonna get away with this. Like like you think you could just post normally and we're just gonna forget about it. Anyway, she's lost like over 100,000 subscribers. I feel like she probably would have lost more. Um, I feel like she would have lost more, but she's lost about 100,000 subscribers. You can check out Social Blade too because I have the Social Blade extension, and like the reason why I said I feel like she would have lost more if like it was a whole like live subscriber drop. Like the reason why Social Blade doesn't do the whole like the accurate live like subscriber count anymore is because when James Charles was like losing a bunch of followers, there were so many like live videos of like watching his subscriber count drop. I think that was a big one that like I saw, and I guess Social Blade was like, all right, we're gonna stop this. So then like y'all not sitting here, watching somebody's downfall or whatever. But yeah, I feel like she probably would have lost more. But like the more people learn about this situation, I feel like the worse it's going to get. I don't know. It's yeah. Oh, and also like the topic of like her living conditions, came up, and it's like, listen, I'm not someone to judge because like I have a hot mess room as well. I do, but the thing is, it's like I keep my hot mess to my space. I don't bring the hot mess out in the common areas, not in the bathroom. I mean, in the kitchen, sometimes the dishes pile up, but like, other than that, I don't keep, if it's gonna be a shared living space, I don't bring my hot mess into the shared spaces. I keep it in my room. And of course, there's a lot of factors of like, why, like, why people don't clean their rooms or why they can't and stuff like that. Um, but it's like, it just seemed like Blair just kept it like all over the house. It's like you're sharing this place with like one or two people, and it's like keep the hot mess to yourself. Like if you're gonna keep it to here, keep it in your personal space. In your personal space, keep it there. Don't bring it to anybody else. Anyways, but Blair tried to frame that as like that Wonder took a picture of a room that she told him specifically not to go to because like they were using it for packing and moving and all that stuff. And Wonder said he quite literally never went in that room because he never took that picture. It was Oz that took that picture along with other pictures. It was this whole thing. Like, if you want to like really get the nitty gritty and really know all the details, you got to watch the video. Um, I'm gonna put on the waterproof mascara. I don't know. Maybe I might cry while watching this movie. Also, what time is it? It is 10:30. I don't know. Should I go eat first? Or should I go to the movie? Because I have no idea what time I'm gonna go. No, pretty early. I feel like a lot of people's gonna go because that movie just came out. Also, it's Mother's Day, so it makes sense. Like, oh, that's not how I do this. So I don't know. It's fine. Am I gonna get popcorn this time? I kind of don't want to because I kind of don't want to spend $10 on popcorn. I kind of don't want to, but cool thing about that movie theaters is that you can order alcohol there too. You get popcorn, hot dogs, nachos, White Castle sliders, beer, wine. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. I was like, ooh, cute, but I'm just a popcorn girl. That's really it. I just want the popcorn. Blush. Okay, I was like, what am I doing next? Let's do with this one. I used this one last time, right? Yeah, I did. Let's do it again. It was cute. So yeah, if you want to know more about that situation, the videos are out there. You go ahead and watch it. I don't know if I'm gonna put them in the tab because it's like I'm not trying to feed it. It's just like once again, it was drama on top of drama on top of drama. Like the tart thing that happened like basically last week. This would happen actually started about like 2, 3 weeks ago. It's just that Wonders video literally came out about 2 days ago. And then this last one happened like about 3 weeks ago. But there's an ad coming. Ad coming, so I'm going ahead and put on this blush. These blushes are huge, by the way. Like, I would say this is like about a typical blush size. Like, that is huge. Oh, well, that doesn't help it. That is huge. I want to see actually how much you get. It tells you how many grams. Oh, it says it on the front. Okay. Okay, so you literally get 1 gram extra than this one, but this is like, it just looks bigger. Well, I don't hate it. That's y'all. Y'all do y'all. Okay, we're good. Oh, I thought I broke it. Look, it has like some blush right there. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I went to so last week, so before we get on to the last drama part. So last week I actually went to where did I go? Oh, I went to Apple. I went to Apple because I had to, see what was up with my AirPods. Come to find out, I need to buy new AirPods, and I don't feel like spending $130 on AirPods. So we're just gonna wait until they completely give up. Um, Even then, I'll probably get some different wireless earbuds because no. But before then, I went to a couple of makeup stores. I went to Macy's because I wanted to go to the MAC counter and I wanted to find a replacement for. Did I even put it back? I did not. So there's this blush. I don't mess with this brand no more, but there's this blush from Wet and Wild. It was their color icon blusher in the shade Heather Silk. I loved it when it was out. I would use that blush all the time. And then all of a sudden they repackaged and they got rid of Heather Silk and I think one other shade, but I don't remember what it was. And like ever since then, I've been trying to find another blush that's close to it. So I went to MAC because I saw online that pinks that Heather Silk was actually supposed to be a dupe for MAC's Pink Swoon. So I went to the Macy's counter, well, the MAC counter at Macy's to see if they would have it. They didn't even have it for me to swatch. So luckily there was a MAC literally right there. So I went to MAC and I tried Pink Swoon. No, absolutely not a dupe. I don't know whoever said that. I don't know why y'all said that because that's not a dupe. Um, and then I was like, you know what? Fine. I'll go to Sephora again. So I went to Sephora again and I was swatching some blushes and uh-oh. I think my nose just started bleeding. Uh where's my tissues? Okay. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm just gonna turn around. Yep, my nose started bleeding. So I'm gonna just chill like this for a second because I'm not gonna subject y'all to no blood or anything. But anyway, so I went to Sephora to swatch some blushes because the last time I went to Sephora, I did see a blush from House Labs that kind of looked like, that could potentially work. Nope, didn't work. But then also I was swatching like a cream blush from Rare Beauty. Tell me why, as I'm swatching it, it falls like literally face down on the floor. Child, I was embarrassed. It was embarrassing. But I mean, one of the employees came and like, picked it up and cleaned it up and everything. Mm. I also like use the new Fenty Melt Off um cleansing thing. It's like a mix of a cleansing, like a jelly and a cleansing oil. It's interesting. So yeah, I just that. That does take our makeup pretty good. I would one day like to buy it. It's just I have so much of like cleansing removal products. I literally have two cleansing oils like open and I'm currently using in the bathroom. A backup of one of them, which I don't plan on buying again because it's from the brand DHC, and I heard that like that brand says something racist about Japanese people, but also it is a I guess a Japanese owned brand. I'm not 100% sure. Also, if you're just joining in, I can't see the chat right now. I'm turning back this way because my nose started bleeding, so I'm just waiting for that to stop. I think it should be fine now. I'll turn back around in a second. Um, I also have the Benefits, their new professional like cleansing oil thing. I like that. Oh, but the DHC one, yeah, I have a backup of that one. I only bought those when they were like half off. But even if I had no problem with the brand, I don't feel comfortable spending $30 on basically olive oil. Especially if I'm not going to ingest it. Like if I'm going to spend $30 on olive oil, I better be ingesting it. All right. But So I have that. I also have like a cleansing balm from Soap and Glory that I don't really like. But I also have the Clinique cleansing balm. I have the Ulta Beauty cleansing balm, and I have the Ordinary Squalane cleanser, which is supposed to be like a cleansing oil slash balm ish thing. And I haven't used those yet. Also, I did not realize that the Clinique cleansing balm went up in price. Like I remember it being like $31, but someone literally bought it not today because I didn't go to work today. I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, and I was ringing them up at work. Tell me why it's $38. Like, girl, what? $38 for a cleansing balm? My goodness. The price of everything with beauty has gone up so dang much. I think I'm okay now. I think. I missed trash can again. Okay. 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 So let's hope. I got my tissues here. Ooh, good thing I had them right there. And good thing I felt it. That's enough blush, right? All right, cool. Um, Texted me. Okay. Woo! That was scary. I don't like low key thought about it like a couple of days ago. I was like, what if I like my nose starts bleeding on stream? Well, it happened. Um, we were talking about blush. Okay, so yeah, I'm still on the hunt for that blush. Like, what could be a good replacement for that blush? Because like obviously, well, I don't make it no more, and I don't even mess with that brand anymore. So I was like, I kind of try to find. It's like it's one of those things where it's like I kind of don't care for price. Like, I don't care. I just need to find something that's close to it. Um, I don't know. So that thing's probably gonna stay in my collection for like a long time because I'm trying to find a replacement for it. Anyway, so let's go on with the last bit of drama. I can't believe I'm starting it as I'm about to put on mascara. That don't make no sense. So apparently there's this thing called Cake Gate, which that one I have been actively trying to avoid because that sounds so dumb. It looks dumb. Um, and low key, it is dumb, in my opinion. Like, okay, so hold on. I kind of want to try to talk and explain this while I put on mascara because I'm like almost done. So this creator on TikTok. She has like her own bakery, her own like cafe or whatever, and she makes custom, cakes and cupcakes, custom orders, sells them, blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. So she posted a TikTok talking about one of the worst customers that she's had. Um, and it's a story time, but she's also like making the cake. Uh, well, not the same cake that she gave to the customer, but like she's making a cake, right? And oh, that was way too much mascara. Yikes. Anyways, so she's saying how this customer ordered their signature rainbow cupcake, not cupcake, rainbow cake, and that cake cost $75. Is that a lot for a cake? I mean, yeah, but I mean, if it's custom and if it like real looks really good and if it tastes really good, and it's like, you want to support like a small business, it's like, okay, cool, whatever, $80 for a cake. And if it's their signature cake, okay, cool. So she was saying how this customer, she got the cake and then she sent a picture of it saying how like she hated the cake and all that stuff. She wanted a refund and was being so rude about it and stuff like that. And yeah, she was basically talking about that. Mind you, she's showing how she makes the cake and it does not look good at all. It's like, why are all the cake like different sizes? Like, because it's a rainbow layered cake. So it's like you have the rainbow cakes and then she she wraps it in like white buttercream and she covers it all in sprinkles. But like, why are all the cakes different sizes? Like, you didn't want to like leaven them and make them even. Um, and then like I guess the frosting work wasn't all that great. I guess. But then also she put on the sprinkles. It was like, girl, the way you doing that is interesting. And also I believe she didn't use gloves when she put on the sprinkles on the cake. Uh yeah. So it was like, okay, cool. Well, that's that. Like people saying like she really thought like we were all gonna be on her side while she's showing us how she makes this cake. Well, it got worse because she decided to respond, make another TikTok saying like, I don't care what y'all think. Like this is how I make my cakes and stuff like that, and your opinions don't matter. This whole thing. And then people did some investigating and oh, okay. So people did some investigating and found like, what her bakery name was or whatever. And internet did what the internet does, left a whole bunch of reviews, but like also just looking at the rest of her work and it's like, girl, this is not worth $75. Once again, like if it first off, if it looks really good and if the craftsmanship is there, then sure. But like it quite didn't. And then also you could tell from like the rest of the cakes that she make, even cupcakes, no, no. I too would be mad if I paid $75 for a cake like that. And it was interesting because like in the messages, like the she I think she asked the customer something and the customer sent a picture of the cake and was like, look at it. This is the problem. Like, do you see how it looks? And also like the whole so it's like I guess a meme now to like make a cake that says happy birthday Trilby because it looks so bad. Um so people who like, make cakes on social media have been making the rainbow cake and then putting happy birthday Trilby. Um Sorry for whoever's name is Trilby because like your name just became a meme. I'm so sorry. But But people found out that she uses other people's like pictures as like inspo photos for like her class and stuff like that, or her workshop. But really, she just posts them on her website and passes off like, "Oh, I can make this cake" and stuff like that. Oh, and then she made like a recreation of like this cake from Wednesday. Well, not from Wednesday, but like someone made a cake inspired by Wednesday, and she decided to recreate that cake. It looked horrendous. And then you see the original cake, and it's like, girl, you really thought that's what you was doing? You really, really thought like you thought that you was that's what you thought you was doing. Okay. Yeah. Be careful who you order your cakes from, apparently. Like, I did not think that a cake would cause it. And also I like also tried to like, avoid it because I thought it was gonna be a whole like, oh my god, is it cake type thing. And it's like, girl, aren't we done with the is it cake thing? We are. Everybody's done with that. Well, most people are done with that, but like horrendous customer service, by the way. Like, ma'am, you have to admit that like this cake was not up to par. And then like I don't know if in the video someone said that the customer recreated the cake or somebody else recreated the cake and did a far better job. And then they weren't even like a baker. They recreated the cake. Oh, and a lot of people are mad because like she I guess says that she uses like fresh ingredients for her cakes, but quite literally people found out that she uses cake mix for her cakes from Walmart. And also she has made like some TikToks where she's using like some ingredients, some like pre-made ingredients from Walmart. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with that part, but lying and saying that, oh, I use fresh ingredients and that's why it justifies the price. Girl. Now you know you did wrong. Okay, I need to move this over here since now this is gonna be the mixing one. Okay, so what have I learned today? I am not 109 soft sable. No, 109 classic tan. I'm a lighter shade. What shade? Don't know. Um, we gonna have to worry about that another day. But I did a pretty good job on fixing that foundation. I look, if you watch it from the beginning, it saw how like orange I look, and then you watch now, it looks a lot better. Um, I'm almost out of this one too. Yay, I'm finishing things. Oops. Oh my god, that hurts. I think we just put on like a gloss. Just a gloss, because I kind of don't feel like fighting with anything. What happened? Girlie, no! But yeah, don't sit here and lie and say that you use fresh ingredients when you use stuff from Walmart. And also, people are saying like they could get far better looking cakes at Walmart for far less. And quite literally, when I was looking at all the rest of her cakes that she has done, cakes and cupcakes, I'm like, I could literally get a much better cake for like $20, $30 at Walmart. So much better. Now I want cake. Um, this is a very old lip gloss, and I quite literally should not be um using it, but I'm going to. Ooh, okay. This is the Essence and Ulta Beauty Girls United collection. They did for I think Black History Month like years ago. Oh, this still smells great. Um, but this is Power Nude, and it's so pretty. Oh, I forgot I had on Lip oil, girl, it don't matter. I'm just adding a little bit of color on my lips. Just a little bit, not much. Again, I just don't feel like dealing with a lot when it comes to my makeup today. Oh, I was gonna find the LA Girl lip liner. I mean, not lip liner, the eyeliner. But yeah, you could get. First off, you can make that same cake. You can make the same cake for like less than what she charges, and it will still come out better. Even if you're not good at baking, it will come out probably better than what she did. Or you could quite literally go to Walmart, Costco, and get a better cake. Ah! I lost the top to this. I'll find it after I'm done. I don't know why I'm like, how much do I have left of this? I just barely started using it, so I got a lot left. Ooh. Anyways, that cake gate one is that I don't know. I feel like I should have avoided that because I thought it was gonna be stupid, and guess what? It was. So I feel like I definitely should have avoided that, but it's whatever. I'm already here, but that's pretty much all the ooh, all the drama, all the drama. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm calling it. We're done. Yeah, we're done. I have to find the top to this, so that's a problem. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Sorry. Also, what time is it? It's 10:53. What time does the movie even start? I think like the first showing is at like 2. Also, oh my gosh. Anyone getting these spam text messages? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to see when this movie starts. It's hot. The heck is bad guys? Whatever. Book club. Yeah, the first showing is at 2 o'clock. If I'm gonna leave like soon, it ain't gonna take me long to like get there. And that's quite literally the only movie I want to watch. I don't want to watch Love Again or Guardians of the Galaxy or Super Mario Brothers or Dungeons and Dragons. Like I just want to watch Book Club. So yeah, anyways, the drama has been dramaing. It's stupid. It's dumb. Anyways, thank y'all for watching this. Ooh. Yeah, at some point I need to do my hair. I'm gonna do mini twists. Ooh, you know what? I might, if I have time, I actually might go to the beauty supply store and I might get some like hair jewelry because because I want to do mini twists. Oh, that's probably how that happened. But I want to like have something in my hair. Cause like I'm way too stressed to like do my hair, to be honest. I just am. Um and also my hair is bothering me. And also I might not have like much time to do my hair the next few weeks. I don't know. It's like a whole bunch of factors, and it's like let me just do something. Do something. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed that. Um, I will see y'all next Sunday. And if I don't see y'all next Sunday, I'll see y'all whenever. I don't know. I'll probably let y'all know. But anyways, I'm gonna go. Also, my nose stopped bleeding, so we're good. I'm gonna go. So bye.